Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ifeoluwa Akintunde. If it's your first time on my channel, thank you for coming. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for staying here. Today we're going to run quickly through the process of making the yummiest puff puff in the history of the world. I'm going to be showing you the list of ingredients, and they're also going to be showing you the measurements on the screen and also in the description box below. So that's the flour, obviously sifted already, and evaporated milk. You can use powdered milk if you want, and that's ground cinnamon, and we also use some vanilla extract to give it some flavor, and of course not forgetting some sugar and the fast action yeast. I usually prefer the fast action yeast personally because it just makes the work really easy. So into the bowl of your already sifted flour, you're going to add some yeast. And fast on the advantage of using the fast action yeast is just that it makes the process quite fast, and it just quickens your process and helps you to get to the final result easier and faster. Besides, the other type of yeast, sometimes personally I use it and it fails, so that's why I just prefer to use fast action yeast. After adding fast action yeast, obviously we go in with the cinnamon. If you don't like cinnamon, you can also use nutmeg depending on the flavor that you're going for. And in that same pot we add some sugar, we add some baking soda and bicarbonate. Next we're going to add some milk. Now some people skip this process and don't add milk at all. I personally love milk because it gives you this fluffiness and this creaminess that you cannot get elsewhere. So some milk, some warm water, obviously to quicken the yeast and make the yeast work. It's like almost like to awaken the yeast. Obviously you cannot go in with very hot water or else that will kill the yeast, so you have to go in with just warm water. I didn't show that in this video. It appears like it's only hot water with the milk. However, I added some cold water to make it warm rather than hot. Besides, the milk was already cold because I took it from the fridge. And inside that mixture we're also going to add some vanilla extract to give it some flavor as well, because like I said, I love burst of flavors in my puff puff. So I had some vanilla extract, and then you mix. You mix and mix, and then you allow to rise. You cover up, leave it in a very warm place, and allow to rise for some minutes. If you live in a very cold environment, it might be difficult for you to achieve this, but I usually do this by warming up a little bit, warming up my oven a little bit, and then putting the mixture in there to allow it to rise. Obviously not keeping the oven on, but just warming it up to the point where it won't cook your puff puff as well. You don't cook the puff puff, but it will just be warm enough for it to rise. And then obviously we start to portion the puff puff in the hot oil. So just put your pan on fire, let the oil heat up very well, and then whilst you're about to start putting in the puff puff, you need to reduce the flame or reduce the heat under your pan. And then just like that, we have the most beautiful puff puff in the world. It's not up for debate because I said so. Okay. Before now I used to find it very difficult to make very cute puffball balls like this using my hands. And for you guys that don't want to use your hands, you can also use spoon, but I was making this for my family, so I was very happy to use my hands after washing them neatly. And there you have it, the best puff puff in the whole world. It's very succulent, very tasty, very creamy. You can try this at home. Thank you guys for watching my video to this end. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe please if you haven't already done so, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you for watching. Bye.